Hi, everybody. It's me, Professor H again. I just wanted to go over with you a couple of other things. The first thing I want to talk about is our grading for the class. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. We're going to pop right in on our home page. This is our home page. Mine looks a little bit different than yours. I will go ahead and hit student view so that it looks a little more similar to yours. All right. When we are using Canvas, we can find out what our grade is oftentimes by hitting our grades button. Okay, our grades button will be giving me all the different assignments that I have here that are due. You can see I'm missing a few. This will tell you what assignments are here, what's coming up, and what you have a score for. All right, so this is one way to kind of keep an eye on what your grade is or if you're missing work. However, the points total at the bottom is not going to be accurate for a grade for our class. And I'm going to go ahead and explain why. Let me go ahead and go through our module 1, our week 1 materials. And we will take a look at our syllabus and we'll take a look at our class schedule and our Excel sheet that we have for grading. So we start off, once again, we have our to-do list that starts every module. This first module has a bunch of extra stuff in it that you're not going to see on our regular weekly module. There's a note from me, so you can read that, learn a little bit more about me. There's my contact info. The next thing is our class schedule. What I did was I typed up this little class schedule, and you can use this as a bit of a checkoff list. This will kind of give you an idea of what you're going to be doing for each week. So as you can see, there's a lot of different little assignments for the first week. I have tried to bold anything that needs to be turned in. A lot of things you'll need to do, like reviewing or reading or that sort of thing. That's not something you have to turn in, so I didn't put it in bold. So hopefully I caught everything that you need to turn in, I hope. So week 2, as you can see, is a lot less full. Here we have reading the chapter, reviewing the instructions for the chapter connection, which is a type of assignment that you're going to be doing every week. I will be including a video for that pretty soon. You will watch the chapter videos, which is optional. You don't have to watch all the videos if you don't want. That's totally up to you. Reviewing the key terms. Once again, if you know the key terms, it's going to really help you do well on the tests. Complete your chapter connection for chapter 1. So you can see this is in bold. This is something that you're going to need to do. Review instructions for the paper assignment. There will be a video for that. Review the template for the papers, and then select your first peer-reviewed journal article that you're going to review for your paper. And once again, I'm going to do a separate video that talks about the 2 papers that we're doing. Don't get freaked out. They're not that hard. They just are going to be reviewing peer-reviewed journal articles and hopefully get you a little bit exposed to research in the world of psychology. So as you can see, that's kind of how our weeks go. All right, they don't look too terrible. So that's just a little tool for you to use. And of course, you can download and print out anything you want by using that link right there. Next is our syllabus. So I'm just going to briefly look at the syllabus. You guys are college students. You should be able to read the syllabus on your own. I should not have to go over everything, but if you have questions, please let me know. I will be more than happy to answer the question. We're going to skip down to our course policies, which is just, you're going to be doing a few things in this class. You're going to do reading. You're going to do a chapter connection assignment for each chapter for each of the weeks. So there'll be 16 total that you can do, but you're really only required to do 12. We're going to have 5 exams in the class. Only the top 4 will count towards your final grade. So the bottom lowest scoring quiz or test is going to be thrown out. You will have the 2 writing assignments, and then there's an extra one called a library assignment that you're going to have there. You will find all kinds of other information here in this section. So this talks a little bit about the chapter connections. I'm not really going to go over that with you because I'm going to do a brief video on that. All right, I already mentioned that only the four highest out of the 5 quizzes will count towards your final grade. So say you got 100% or 98%, something that's going to give you A's on all of those, and you get high enough scoring points on 4 of those quizzes, you may not even have to take the 5th quiz. I would do it, but who knows? You may not even have to if you have a high enough score. This is more stuff about the writing assignment. Late assignments, basically late assignments are going to be, I'm not going to take points off for them, but I want you guys to do your best to stick to the schedule the best you can. Okay, if you get really behind or have some really serious issues, please contact me and we can come up with a plan to help you. Hey, look, a typo. I just saw a typo right here. Oh, well. So this is our points breakdown. We have our week 1 activities. All of those things you're doing are going to be worth 50 points. You have other items. The 2 other items that are going to be worth 20 points is a discussion that we're going to do later that talks about our research papers. And we're going to be doing another library exercise. So this is going to be just a worksheet that you're going to complete to show me that you have learned how to navigate the library at the Norco College. There's 12 chapter connections. Now our book has 16 chapters, and I highly recommend that you do a chapter connection assignment for each of the 16 chapters. However, only 12 of the chapter connections count towards your grade. That's why Canvas is not going to be accurate when scoring your points, because you might be thinking that you have an A, but you only have enough points for a B. So you need to use the sheet that I'm going to show you in a minute in order to track your grade. So only 12 of the chapter connections count. You can do any 12. It doesn't matter what chapter. Maybe you're doing chapter 16 and not chapter 4. That's just up to you. All right, so we already talked about the 4 highest scoring exams and the papers. So that's everything. The rest of the syllabus is just kind of your normal, don't cheat. Here's some student services, things like that. Moving on, this is the grade calculation sheet that I was talking about. I set up this little sheet so that you can keep an eye on what your score is. Each section has the name of the activities, and then it has how many points you actually earned on that activity and the possible points. So our day 1 check-in, all these things for the first week add up to 50 points. All of these things for our chapter connections. Once again, there's 16 chapters. I recommend you do one for every chapter. However, only 12 count towards your final grade. So there's the 12 that you select. This doesn't mean the chapter. This means whichever 12 you select. Okay. And then there's the points for that, because I'm going to take obviously the top scoring of the 12. There's the library worksheet, research paper discussion. So that's a discussion assignment, which we'll be doing later in the semester. The scores for the 2 papers. Here's 4 quizzes. You put the scores in. Now our quizzes, we are going to do a 2-part exam. Each of the 5 will be a 2-part exam. The first part is going to be a multiple choice exam that you're going to be doing on Canvas, which is why those 2 practice quizzes are important in the beginning of in this module, because you can take those quizzes as many times as you want, but when it comes time to actually do the exams, you're one and done. So you're going to take that exam and that's the grade you get. If you need accommodation, please let me know so I can make sure to put those in before you take the exam. So the next one we have is, this is the total. So you can insert your scores from each of these categories down here, and then that gives you your total. And then you guys can earn an extra 10 points of extra credit just by having a one-on-one meeting with me. So if you choose to do a one-on-one meeting, that's an automatic 10 points you can get right there. Extra credit, I just left these other lines because I'll probably come up with other extra credit activities as we go through the semester. Okay, so this is the sheet to use, and I just wanted to point this out to you and let you know, don't go by your scores in Canvas. That is really important. I've had people think, well, I got 100% on all of my chapter connections, and I should be getting more points than this. Well, no, actually, only 12 count towards your final score. So I just wanted to try to make that really clear to you guys. All right, so that is it. That's all I wanted to talk about in this particular video. I will be putting some other short little videos together for you later. All right, please feel free to email me with any questions you might have. I am happy to answer them, and we'll go from there. All right, take care. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.